Hey there, it's Brent, and welcome to another episode of Life 101. That is all the things that you should have learned in school, but you just never, ever did. We hope you're enjoying yourself out there. We are having a blast getting these videos ready for you. Today, we're going to go a little bit deeper into the ego, because most people, they are crippled by what the ego is doing to their lives. So today, on Life 101, you are not your ego. It's time now to talk about the ego. We've been talking about it a lot this week, and it is so important on our journey. All the problems that you have right now in your life were created by your mind. They aren't real. Whatever you focus on in your life grows. It's the power of the mind. If you're focusing on the false stories that your mind makes up, not only will those become your life, but it will also take away the focus from the truly important things that matter. If you care so much what other people think, it is a huge concern. We're programmed from the time that we're born by the people around us, parents, teachers, coaches, the media, everything. It's all drilled into our minds. It has become a disease. All of that crap is not real. Love is real. Wouldn't it be nice to finally put an end to the never-ending chase that you're going on for the latest stuff, for the most expensive whatever, to impress your friends and neighbors? Isn't it time to end the insincerity of social media, to find a way out of the darkness that so many people are trapped in, to once and for all break free from the ego, the false beliefs, and the antidepressants? We have experienced misery long enough. Don't you want to experience true happiness instead of making it up? What if you could put all that effort that you put into pretending you're happy and actually be happy? The search for happiness in material things, that thinking is a delusion. We end up chasing it our whole lives and never getting it, because true happiness can only be found inside. Aren't you sick of that voice in your head saying you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not rich enough, you're not thin enough or beautiful enough? And on and on and on. You'll never have enough, no matter what. No matter what you do. The one that constantly kicks you when you're down. That's the voice in your head. That voice is your ego, taking you for a ride whenever the unknown is present. That's the ego's favorite time to play mind games with you. Have you ever felt like you were literally on an emotional roller coaster? Have you ever felt that way? Like when something is on your mind and you have absolutely no idea how it's going to turn out, but you keep making up one scenario after another. And at the end of the day, you're so exhausted, you have no energy to do anything. Has that happened to you? Listen, a perfect example is texting. It's the never-ending drama going on in your head when it comes to those precious few words on your screen. The difference between a good night's sleep and a restless nightmare can come down to texting. Now, the stories our mind makes up when things aren't like we think they should be are hilarious. I mean, they're like batshit crazy. How many times have you, and I'm included, freaked out when you've sent someone a text and they don't immediately respond? Your head starts working overtime thinking of all the reasons why they can't. You are doing that. You are creating that in your mind. Your ego is the one making up stories to feed your fear. It whispers in your ear. It never tells you what you want to hear. It's always there. Your ego is the voice in your head making you doubt yourself all the time, making you feel like you're not worthy. It's totally unbalanced because some days it can take you on a power trip, making you feel above it all. And the next day it kicks you in the shins when you fall down. It makes you second guess yourself and everything that you do. The stories that it comes up with are never true. they're usually never even the same story time after time. The ego is not you. Ego creates so much negativity. Everything judgmental. It loves judgmental things. It loves to create problems out of nothing. Think about this. You're having a conversation with your boss. Great conversation. Your boss pulls you aside and says, great work. Have you ever noticed what happens in your head the second conversations like that are over? You walk away, and then your head starts to analyze the situation, makes you doubt yourself, starts to ask, what did he mean by that? He sounded a little bit sarcastic. Maybe that was an insult. Am I that stupid? Thinking he was complimenting me. Wow, he was mocking me. Why is he mocking me? Does he know something I don't know? Oh my God, I'm getting fired. See how fast it spirals out of control? You go home that day, sick in your stomach. Because now, not only are you thinking you're going to get fired, but you're panicking that you got to go out and look for another job. How are you going to pay your bills? Spiral down. The crazy monkey mind inside your head just took you for a ride. And it does it day in and day out. Is that crazy voice something you want to give power to? It'll be in control of everything you do for the rest of your life. Don't let yourself get caught up in the drama. It's not real. The ego is a scared little kid making up stories about the unknown. Don't let that be in charge of your life and how you live it. Don't let it put you down or get you to do things you don't want to do. Find love in everything that you do. Forgive yourself for everything that's happened before. Know that you did the best you could at the time and let it go. Release that crap that no longer serves you. Don't get caught in the past or get caught in the future. They don't exist right now. Be here now. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. Let your heart lead the way. And know that whatever you do, everything is going to be okay. As long as you're moving in the direction of your goals, as long as you're staying positive, as long as you're not hurting anyone else or yourself, everything will be fine. Look, my ego used to do everything in its power to sidetrack me. And if anybody knows about ego, it's me. I used to have the biggest ego, and some would argue I probably do. I mean, I get on stage and speak to thousands of people. But anything to get me to stop, that is what that voice would do, creating that fear, telling me in 10,000 different ways how all these things were going to go wrong. Once you wrap your head around it and realize you're not the voice in your head, that voice in your head is not true, and you're able to separate yourself, it loses all its power. Everything. You will have successfully made your ego lose that control it has over your mind. Your biggest fears will then fall away. You will not need anything. And since you don't need anything, you won't have any fear because you won't have that fear of losing the things you don't need. Anger will disappear because your fears are gone and there's no need to be angry. You'll be happy just being yourself, experiencing different things, no judgment. For me, I broke those boundaries and false beliefs for years until finally I got closer to the idea of no limits. Once you feel there are no limits, guess what? There are no limits. That's what happens. You live life free from the ego. In this world, it's total freedom. That's what it means. There's no judgments. Everything you experience just is. My friends, that is inner peace. And guess what? Inner peace creates outer peace. The power of the mind, the law of attraction, all of those things. So within, so without. Whatever you focus on the inside, the world creates on the outside. It's what becomes your life. It's all connected. If all the people on this planet found their inner peace, we would have world peace instantly. Wake up to the insight and you'll see it for yourself. A simple change can change everything in your life. You do not have to struggle. You don't have to suffer. Step out of your ego and see the world as it truly is. A place where only love matters. Step out and open your eyes and see that it's up to you and it's up to me to make those changes. Be who you truly want to be. And don't be stopped by your old beliefs or what other people believe for you. Be what you came here to be. Be yourself. That's all I've got on that. So if you want to learn more about the ego and more about shadow work, take a look at our videos from last week, our Life 101 videos. You'll find them on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/taylor-webb television. That is the YouTube channel. We've got over 100 videos there now. There's so much content that we're certainly proud of. That's all I got for you today. I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of Life 101. And I want to remind you, if you've not joined our Facebook group, well, why not? It's a fantastic community of like-minded people. They're all supporting and empowering each other. And in turn, we support and empower ourselves. It's the only way to make lasting change. It's an amazing group, so we'd love to have you. Check it out, facebook.com/groups/taylor-webb. That's the students of self-empowerment, because that's what we're doing. facebook.com/groups/taylor-webb. And before I let you go, we do have a few copies left. It's limited, our ebook, 5 Steps to the Perfect Mindset. We're giving away 100 copies. We have about 9 left. If you'd like one, if you haven't got one yet, just run over to successsecrets.net. You can download your free copy, get you started today. It's a fantastic ebook. Everything wrong in your life is because of your personal mind. And your mindset is the first thing that you've got to work on if you want to start making change in your life. So go to successsecrets.net and grab your copy today. That's all, so go out and enjoy yourself. It's a beautiful day no matter where you are in the world, because, of course, every day that you're alive and well is a beautiful day. So don't worry, be happy, and feel good. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.